Well, just off Highway 10 in Washington Parish, there's a farm that's a little bit different. It's designated as a training farm designed to help grow the producers for the next generation.
As TWILA's Neil Melancon tells us, not only are they helping to rebuild the parish, but they're giving back to veterans who gave us so much.
There's quite a lot of buzz going on at Stony Point Farms in Franklinton, and it's not just the bees.
When you get doing this a while, you pull a frame, you'll see the queen. She's big and fat.
Owner Tim Roper is showing Pam Drury how to care for honeybee hives as part of her future mission work to Africa. It's part of Stony Point's mission to grow new farmers.
I'm going to be going to an orphanage where they're trying to start agriculture, not just to sustain the orphanage, but also the ministers that have planted churches in the area that the congregation cannot afford to sustain.
My focus is Stony Point Farm is an L3C. We're a training farm. My goal is to incubate the sustainable agriculture in my region. That's why you'll find me doing everything from the goats to our CSA to the peppers. We even raise meat chickens, different things like that, a lot of eggs.
Yeah, they work with a dairy goat farmer in the community to help grow agriculture. It's an ethic that even has me getting in on the action.
This is Ben. He's very friendly. We're going to take him in and put him in this pen, right, Ben? You want to go with your buddies?
All kidding around aside, there's some serious work going on here. For one, the pepper plants that are grown at Stony Point have been sent to local farmers like Butch Busby, who was once part of the thriving dairy industry in Washington Parish. He's had to work other jobs since, but like so many here, farming is just in his blood.
I reckon you say the farm called me. I got in with this group here. It's a guaranteed market. They give me a contract. Every pound of pepper I can grow, they'll buy.
Like many farms, they have trouble finding labor, which is why Roper came up with an innovative solution: putting veterans to work.
I did partner with Volunteers of America in New Orleans to use a lot of the labor out of the Veterans Homeless Shelter. It's a difficult environment because a lot of them are challenged. My goal is to try to take one that's been in the shelters, that's been out for a while, and pair him with somebody who's just come out of the military that wants a career in agriculture. Pair those together, use the Farmer Veteran Coalition that's in California as kind of the mentor to help us pair those together. So far it's working.
Those peppers you saw go to making a hot sauce called the General, and it comes in a convenient hand grenade shaped dispenser. It has a fascinating backstory, and I'll get Tim Roper to take it on as a TWILA Extra this week. Of course, we'll have that plus links on Stony Point Farm and where you can get the General at twilatv.org. And guys, this was just a great story, seeing how Tim set this whole thing up with veterans and bringing these veterans in. You know, something we really didn't talk too much about, but many of them have problems that they've incurred through from, you know, their experiences both in and out of the military, and he really does a great job giving a purpose to it. You know, we talk a lot about agriculture and the way it's a lifestyle for many farmers, and you can see how that's conferred on to these veterans. Tim is working with the Farmer Veterans Coalition, has big plans to expand. He's expanding his poultry operation and many others so he can bring in more veterans to work there.
So that sounds like more stories to come from you.
I hope so. He wants me to come back in June when everything's in bloom, you know, and so right now as everything's warming up and starting to get green, I just thought it would be a good time to talk to him about what he's doing with these veterans, but we'll go back when it's a little prettier.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Neil Melancon.